Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Throughout the Years 4th grade. This video may get a little lengthy because I do have a little booklet that I want to read to you guys of my memories of 4th grade. But first, let me tell you about...
Now,
Hey,
Ashley Griggs.
stop it.
Oh, fun.
So, let me first tell you about stuff I remember from 4th grade, and then I'll read you my phony, cheesy little booklet that asks me a ton of questions, and I had to answer them, and my answers have definitely changed. But my teacher was a wonderful teacher. I am very sad that she is not teaching at that school anymore. But what are you going to do? She would read us in the afternoons before we would leave. She would read us the fudge books by Judy Blume, like Super Fudge and Double Fudge, and my favorite one was Tales of 4th Grade Nothing. And it was funny because I was in 4th grade when she read that, and the character in the book was in 4th grade. So, yes. That was my favorite memory of 4th grade. Oh, 4th grade was the last year I got stuck with Mrs. All Work and No Play, at least for a while. You'll see her return when I am about to enter high school, but we'll get to that when we get to that, and it might be a long time before I'm able to make that video. But throughout the years, 4th grade, what else do I remember about 4th grade? So, one day my teacher walked me out to the bus, and she told me that it was okay to get on because the bus was parked, the door was open, so I got on. My bus driver, who I didn't like at the time, she is one of my good friends now, but at the time I did not like her. She got very, very angry with me for getting on the bus without her there. And I told her that my teacher had said it was okay for me to get on. And I didn't think anything of it at the time, but she said, what if the bus had started rolling and blah, blah, blah. And even back in 4th grade, guys, I knew that there were gears on a car, an automatic. It was park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And the bus, when I got on it, the bus's engine happened to be turned off, and the bus was parked. And the teacher said, what if the bus had started rolling? And I'm thinking, most gear sticks lock once you put them in park and the engine turns off. So that can't happen. Plus, there's a big wooden block that's put behind the wheels to keep, so in case the bus ever does start rolling, it won't go very far. So even back then I'm going, come on guys, seriously, it's okay. And nothing happened while I was on the bus. It didn't start rolling. I wasn't hurt. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. I am perfectly fine, and I was perfectly fine then. What else do I remember? Oh, creative writing. 4th grade was my first exposure to creative writing, and I loved it. So I was writing, so back then I was a huge fan of the Frog and Toad books by Arnold Lobel, and I still am a huge fan of the Frog and Toad books by Arnold Lobel. But back then I decided so this creative writing assignment we did was we had to pick from a list of morals. And I don't remember all of them, but I think they were morals from like Aesop's Fables. And I picked be happy with what you have. And I wrote this made up story about Frog and Toad based on The Lost Button, which is a short story that is in their book Frog and Toad Are Friends. And it was really lame because I didn't do a very good job on it. I knew even back then that it wasn't good, and even now I'm looking back going, ew, I wrote that. I don't even remember what happened, but it was very, very poorly done, even for a 9-year-old. Speaking of writing and all that stuff, I also remember spelling. So when I was in 4th grade, those of you who are blind might know about the American Printing House for the Blind, Braille and Speak, and Scholar. There are 2 note takers that were very old, and they didn't have internet, they didn't have Wi-Fi, data, nothing. You couldn't send messages, you couldn't do nothing except create files, notes, perform calculations. That was pretty darn much it. I mean, it had a timer and stuff, but it was not an advanced note taker. I had one, and I had to do all my homework on it. And my spelling homework was this huge packet that I had to take home. And I remember a ton of questions I put C teacher, C teacher, C teacher, because I didn't know the answers. So I was like, and they got irritated with me. And I don't know why, because like I needed help and I was reaching out trying to ask for help and they weren't giving it to me. Anyway, what else? Oh, I remember going to the resource room when I was in 4th grade because I was behind and I needed help with my reading and math. So I went to the resource room and I was in a reading program. But my name wasn't on their computers because I wasn't a regular, like it wasn't something that I needed because that program that they use to help the sighted kids learn to read is not accessible to me, to the blind. So I was reading along in Braille to the book that we were reading, which I need you guys to tell me, if you can, please, who wrote the books 10 Kids No Pets and 11 Kids One Summer. They were both written in the same by the same author, and they're both, it's like 11 Kids One Summer is a sequel to 10 Kids No Pets. And I remember those are the 2 titles, but I don't remember the name of the author. And it's bugging me to no end. It's frustrating me to no end that I can't remember the name of the author, because I really want to have those books, but I can't find them anywhere. And I don't know the author to look them up by author, and I feel like I should know who they are or who the author is. And it's really frustrating me because I love those books, and
YouTube,
I can't.
Now new from all 4 reborns. Reborn baby dolly for adoption. Cute babies.
Hush. Okay, so what was that thing? Oh, our Christmas play. I should have remembered this without having to look at my notes. Wow. Okay, but so in my school, the odd grades 1 and 3, grade 5 doesn't put on a play, but the 1st and 3rd graders do the spring plays, and the 2nd and 4th graders do the Christmas plays. So in 4th grade, I remember our Christmas play. I don't remember the name of it, but I do remember I was so excited because I finally, guys, I know everybody says I'm a good singer, and I really appreciate the compliments, but I was so tired of getting solos by then because I had solos since kindergarten. If you guys remember, when I was in kindergarten, if you watched my kindergarten video, I talked about doing the Mother Pig solo. I am so happy because 4th grade was the first year I didn't get a singing part. I got a speaking part. And that is what I remember most about the Christmas play. And it was awesome, absolutely wonderful. Oh my goodness, thank goodness I didn't have to have a play anymore. It was, or a singing part anymore. Oh gosh, guys, this next 4th grade memory is kind of hard to talk about, but and I won't go too much into detail, but I had a girl in my class who I constantly fought with. And I was obsessed with a girl who was in my Delta Gamma social group for kids who are blind, and I would always talk about her. And that's kind of how the fighting started, because, she was, oh, why are you talking about her? And then it built up into other things, and we ended up having to go see the counselor. And I don't even remember what it was for. I don't remember what had our fight do that. But I remember we both had to stay inside at recess to do math problems as punishment for getting in trouble for fighting. So I remember that. But I don't remember what all of our fighting was about. I only remember that one little piece. So, yeah, I remember going to the counselor and stuff. But, yeah. I am now going to show you this cheesy little... And you guys won't be able to see much of anything because it's in Braille. So, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so the first page, so the book says Memories of 4th Grade on the cover, and then it has my name below it, and actually I don't know if it's written in print or not, but, let me fix this, hold on, I'm getting stuff set up, sorry guys, so, let me fix this, here we go. So the first page says my favorites. When I open up the cover, and I'm just going off what it says in Braille, guys, because I don't know what it says in print, if it says anything in print. So at the top,
focus unlocked.
stop.
Double tapped. Viewfinder, focus on viewfinder. Stop recording video.
Okay,
button.
I just had to make sure it was on my stop recording video button, so I can stop it when I'm done. Okay, so the first page in Braille says my favorites. So I'm going to go through my favorites and read them all to you. Because even if it is in print, I doubt you'll be able to see much because of my hand being in the way and the camera not pointing in the right direction. But hey, that's what happens when you're filming yourself. Okay, the first one is favorite movie. This book says The Sound of Music. I still like The Sound of Music. I wouldn't consider it my favorite anymore. But I can remember the summer, I think it was the summer between 3rd and 4th grade, I went through a phase of watching The Sound of Music every other day and The Wizard of Oz on the opposite days. So, yeah. Okay, next. TV show. SpongeBob SquarePants. Absolutely still accurate. Favorite show ever. SpongeBob SquarePants. Unless you count my favorite preschool shows. Okay, my favorite song says Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Absolutely not. I cannot believe I put that as my favorite song in 4th grade. That was awful. Now my favorite song is Crazy for This Girl by Evan and Jaron. And that's my favorite band too. Okay, next is favorite color. My favorite color in 4th grade was apparently yellow. And I remember why I liked yellow so much because the girl that I was obsessed with in Delta Gamma, her favorite color was yellow and I wanted to be her. So, yellow. Now my favorite color is green because of Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay, my favorite animal back then was a gerbil because my brother, I forgot to talk about that. Yes, my brother has had gerbils. Well, I don't want to say he has had them because he doesn't have any anymore. But he had gerbils from the time I was in kindergarten, at least through, I think, 6th or 8th grade. So now my favorite animal is a chipmunk. Do you guys sense a theme here? Alvin and the Chipmunks is awesome. Okay, my favorite subject in 4th grade was science. That's because 4th grade science was freaking easy. Now I hate science. So, no. Absolutely not. So, now my favorite subject in school, well, I don't go to school anymore, but my favorite subject as of late, as of the last time I was in school, was choir, which I know you can't really count that as a subject, but I do. Next, favorite food, I put spaghetti, and I would say that is still pretty accurate today, but there are several more foods added onto the list. My favorite holiday, I said Christmas. Again, that is still pretty much accurate to this day. So some answers in here haven't changed. My favorite book back then, Ramona and Her Father. That was a book, if you guys have heard of the Ramona books by Beverly Cleary. I would say now I have several favorite books. So Be It by Sarah Weeks, Friends Forever by Danielle Steele, Love Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, Maniac Magee by Jerry Spinelli, which I will talk about Maniac Magee and why I love it so much in 2 videos when I do 6th grade. Oh, what's next? Game. Oh gosh, you guys. My favorite game as a 4th grader was Hungry Hungry Hippos. And I would say now, just turning the page, don't worry.
Cabas.
Stop.
Sierra.
I would say my favorite game now is probably Crafting Kingdom. I love Crafting Kingdom. Some of you guys who subscribe to my channel may have it. It's basically a production business game. I won't go into too much detail because this video is already getting too long. But what's next? Okay, that's the end of my favorites list. So now there's these little sentences and I have to fill in the blank. So the first one is, the thing that I will remember about 4th grade is, or was, and I said all the parties we had in class. Yes, all the parties of my elementary school days were amazing. Okay, what's next? The funniest thing that happened in 4th grade was, what did I say? When I laughed at jokes I read. Don't mind that, that's just the phone. Yeah, I had a joke book in 4th grade and I liked to read it a lot. Okay, what's next? The saddest thing that happened in 4th grade was when I didn't get the math. Heck, I'd say that's pretty much of a happy memory now because I don't have to take math anymore. Woo! Okay, my favorite party in 4th grade was I said Halloween party. And then it says, because why? And I said, because I like dressing up in costumes. I don't remember what I dressed up as that year. I remember I've been a witch. I think that was 2nd grade. An Indian princess was the next year, so that would have been 3rd grade. I've been a pirate. I've been an iPod. I've been a Mancala board. Mancala is an African game. And I've been Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks. I've been one of my friends. I've been a lot of things. Okay, what's next? My favorite thing to do in 4th grade was decorating projects. Yes, I don't remember exactly what we decorated, but I do remember decorating things. Okay, next. The worst part of 4th grade was math. Absolutely, I hate math. 4th grade math was hard. I knew I wouldn't be able to do high school or college math, and I was right. Okay, next. I'm very proud that and I put, love my mom. Such a lame answer. Okay, I wish that I could improve. I put my math skills. I will never improve my math skills. I don't want to improve them anymore. I only wanted to improve them so I could pass it and get it over with. Okay, next. If I had $100, I would buy what? And it says, I would buy my mom some art. I have no idea where I got that from, you guys. I think I had just recently gone to a pottery place near my house, and yeah, I was thinking about art. Okay, I wonder about, what do I wonder about? It says, I wonder about what the planets' moons' names are. Okay, that one was pretty mature for a 9, I think I would have been 10 by the time this book was written. So I think that was a pretty mature answer for a 10-year-old to give, because I still wonder about what the planets' moons' names are. Okay, when I have free time, I like to, what? It says, go outside and play. Not anymore. I would like to travel to, and I put Ohio. That is still very much accurate. I have family in Ohio and I miss them so much. Sometimes I worry about my family. No, I don't really worry about my family anymore. They can take care of themselves. The thing I like best about myself is that my mom loves me. Yeah, that was, again, pretty lame answer. Okay, the thing I like best about my parents is that they love me. Again, super lame. The thing I like best about my teacher is, I loved my teacher in 4th grade, guys. I said she doesn't get me in trouble very much. I think she may have had to put her foot down a couple times, but Okay, to be a good friend, it is important to, I said be nice to them. Wow, there is so much more to that, but oh well. My good friends are, and I list their names. I put 3 of them. What? I can't believe I put that girl's name in there. She's not even my friend. Oh well. I wish that I had gotten to know my Aunt Rebecca's house better. Yeah, that house is so confusing. Okay. I hope that I get Mrs. Giannino for a 5th grade teacher. I did not get Mrs. Giannino for a 5th grade teacher. Let's see. I hope these people are in my class in 5th grade. And you're supposed to list people who were in your class in 4th grade. So I did. I was still in love with my 2nd grade quote-unquote boyfriend. So, yeah. Okay. When I get older, I would like to be, and this went back and forth between singer and baker. In 4th grade, it was baker, apparently, because that's what it says in here. When I'm a parent, I will, oh my gosh, this is so lame. I said go places. Really? That is so lame. When I'm a parent, I wouldn't, and I put cry. That is totally not true. I probably will cry when I'm a parent. If I ever become a parent, I will definitely cry. Okay, my most important goal in life is being with my mom. I don't say that was a life goal. But the next pages are autographs of, and it just lists the names of everybody in my class, and I'm not going to list those. I don't want to publish those on YouTube. Okay? That was my life in 4th grade. Feel free to comment below or make a video response telling me your life in 4th grade, and please, someone get me the author of those 2 books. Again, 10 Kids, No Pets, and its sequel, 11 Kids, One Summer. Thank you in advance. I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.